Okay, David, I have a couple questions for you. What is some of the key features of the new 2010 versus some of the older supercharged Mustangs?
Well, what we've done with the 2010 is we reskin as many of the parts as we possibly can and still maintain a factory sellable vehicle at a dealer. So we've redone the entire front end except for the headlights. The hood is all new. We reskin all the body, the rockers, the whole back end. Basically everything but lights gets changed. Anything I can change and still maintain crash test specifications for Ford, we modify. So we've got a new Superflow hood right here that's just screaming with power and just in-your-face kind of attitude.
What's some of your favorite features?
Well, I took some of the old Saleen design cues but kind of twisted them in a new way. On the rockers, there's some actually embossed chevron graphics down there. The chevrons in the past were always just a sticker that got applied to the side of the body, and I wanted to kind of permanently indent it into the car, so now they're actually molded into the rockers. The tail of the car is extended 4 inches right off the edge, and that's something that a lot of Saleen customers from the 05 to 09 years really got excited about, because at the center point I didn't elongate the car, but at the edges I did. Just kind of squared it off, and it gives it a longer look. Something like maybe all the old fastbacks Mustangs might kind of conjure up some ideas in your brain.
Let's see.
We go by the interior. I'm gonna zoom in and get some shots of the interior, because we redo everything in the interior.
I saw you got rid of the louvered headrest. What was
the louvered headrest was a cool look but terrible safety item.
Oh, really?
I mean, if you happen to get rear-ended, you might cut the back of your head open.
That makes sense. They were pretty hard to pass.
Yeah. So what we've done is reskinned all the seats. We maintain all of Ford's airbag explosion ability, but it's all new leather on here. This is a new suede called Ultra Suede, and it's diamond embossed. And then we have a heat stamped branded Saleen logo in the bolster patch there, kind of little race kind of look to it. We've also added a boost gauge pod cluster that's brand new. The whole speedometer is new. It's our own graphic design package, but yeah, we maintain Ford's MyColor capability, which is a really cool option that Ford has, so I wanted to make sure that our products utilize it. The shift knob is mated to a short throw shifter.
Is that an airbag in the seat?
Yeah, it pops out of the bolster here,
okay.
So it has to be a French stitch here.
Yeah.
What about the rear exhaust and rear diffuser?
Sure. Something I wanted to do on the exhaust here was also continue to almost play up shapes that look Saleen-like. So these are shaped sort of like the chevrons also that you see in the rocker, kind of carrying you around the car and hitting you with shapes that are continuously Saleen-like. They made up to the standard position, so if you were to buy this in the aftermarket, we want to make sure our aftermarket guys aren't stuck hacking and sawing things up like they might have in the past. So if you were to get a 4-inch standard exhaust system from any other brand, it would fit in that opening right there. So, not that I don't want that, I want you to buy our tips.
Right.
But some race teams have to run other exhaust systems. Okay, they're sponsored and they have to run it. So our old fascia, it was center mounted. And so we would lose a lot of sales in aftermarket because guys couldn't run center mounted exhaust and had to run whoever their sponsor was. So I wanted to make sure that they're able to buy these fascias and buy these body kits now.
Did you kind of apply the same idea to the tail lights too? Double lines.
The tail lights are exactly the same.
From the 2010 ones?
Yeah, we didn't touch the tail lights. So that's kind of cool that you think it all looks different.
It does, I mean.
Because one thing we did is we take out the kind of fake retro gas cap that's in there and fill in that panel with this black piece here. Kind of, I think it connects the shapes better. And then this is our third brake light that replaces the functionality of Ford's brake lights here, so that's our own custom tinsel piece. And it kind of just wraps around this continuous shape now. The diffuser also goes down really far. and actually has a little bit of functionality to it. A lot of times the fusion is just totally fake, but this one will actually release some of the air in a smooth pattern here. It goes all the way down to, there's an evap control panel down there, and it goes right to it.
Okay. What about the 435S?
The 435S is the best performance bargain there is, because what we want to do is give customers a price point that likes Saleen for its performance. You might get kind of different responses. Some guys love the supercharger, they want the suspension, but they're not going for the flash of, let's say, the S-Line. So for 10 grand, you get a 3-year warranty, factory installed supercharger, suspension, and a bunch of other brake upgrades and stuff like that. So we're hoping guys can get into that and then go into our aftermarket Speed Lab and add maybe their 14-inch caliper upgrade if they want. They can add an exhaust system, they can add wheels, they can add all that stuff on their own and sort of customize maybe a track car. So it basically looks sort of like a stock car. We just added the panel here. This is our own custom Saleen spoiler. There's a chin splitter in the front. These are our 19-inch wheels that are unique to us. There is a unique white-faced gauge in there that we designed. So there are some details styling-wise, but this is really 10 grand. There is no one in the market that has a supercharger and suspension system installed for that price.
I see the hood's new too.
Yeah, this is again, there's another upgrade option. So
Is it a specific kind of package you put together for the show? It's not a set.
no, we started shipping this past month in October. So again, if you want to leave the stock hood on there, that's in the 10 grand package. But if you want to add this, well, it did bring naturally come in here, but it's not connected to everybody's head. His car is here.
That's right. You were right. Tomorrow. Tomorrow at 9:30.